It's just different.
Welcome back. This is the Random Question Show. I am Free Will, and you already know this is a random show where random people ask random questions, man. And today I got my guy Jamal here, man. You know what I'm saying? He's a photographer. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the first guys I met when I came out here. You know what I'm saying? I was standing on the corner taking pictures.
Yeah. I remember that day? Yeah. That was crazy.
I was taking pictures. You know what I'm saying? He came to me like, man, you know what I'm saying? You remind me of myself, man. I remember being out here, you know what I'm saying, just taking pictures and, you know what I'm saying, meeting people like this.
That was a crazy situation.
Yeah, it was.
I was trying to get photography clients, and you were trying to get photography clients.
Yeah, bro.
That was crazy.
Yeah, but it was an important moment, and,
Yeah.
and I'm glad I met you, bro. Like, for real.
Yeah, for real.
Being real important,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, mentor in my life. And that's some real shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let's go ahead and get to the show, man. We done wrote down some questions for each other. And we just gonna ask them and see what answers we get from them, man. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Alright, should I start or should you start? I don't know.
Go ahead, you the host.
I'm gonna start. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna start. Alright, first question, man. Who are you? Simple. Who are you?
Who am I?
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. At this point, I'm still trying to develop who I am.
Okay.
The reason why I say it is because I feel like from A0, you're trained to be a certain person.
Yeah.
To whatever stigmas or however your parents see you're supposed to be, and you live that way. And then once you realize that that's not what makes you happy, then you're really trying to dive deep in like hobbies and like things that you liked when you were a kid, and now you're trying to develop your whole life within that. So now you're like reinventing yourself.
Real talk.
So at this point, right now, I race go-karts. I'm a photographer. I make auto content. I like yoga, meditation. I'm still trying to find myself, like truly, though, you know what I'm saying?
As we all are, that's
Like,
real. That's real.
Really for me, though.
Okay.
But,
Yeah.
what about you?
That's a good answer. Shit, I pretty much say I'm probably the same thing as you are. We are spiritual beings. You know what I'm saying? Having a human experience. That's it. I'm gonna just keep my answer just like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you see, broke that down on. We are like spiritual beings, and we kind of are sponges to our environment.
Yeah.
Whatever we raised up in, that's what we become. You know what I'm saying? But as we grow and we begin to use our free will and our own mind, we start making decisions to create the character that we want to be in life. So that's a good answer. I like that.
You're right.
Yeah, all right, your question.
All right.
Your turn.
All right, my turn. Does time exist? I'm really curious in that. I'm really curious to hear what you say, what you feel. Like, does time exist to you? I know it does. Like, as far as like the number. Don't let me answer for you.
Okay,
does time exist?
It's, according to the Western psychology and the Gregorian calendar that we follow in these times,
Yeah.
time does exist.
Okay.
Because we are, you know what I'm saying, moving, you know what I'm saying, within this society on a timeline based off of, you know what I'm saying, control, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that, just to keep the society in order.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But as far as time before that, like the understanding that the ancient people had time really was in a, it wasn't a timeline. It wasn't linear. It was circular. It was a cycle. Time goes like this. So if you think about it, time can't exist because it's always replacing itself and it's always infinite. So how can you measure something that's continually happening?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense. I never thought about that.
Because a day, just think about one day. Sun goes up,
Yeah.
sun comes down.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's simple. It happens. It's been happening for millions of years.
Yeah, millions.
Nobody has changed it. So can you measure that type of time? If you don't know when the time started and it never ends.
Yeah. The only thing is like
Yeah.
I'm on that same wave.
Yeah.
It's just I have a couple contradicting like answers in my head. Because to me,
because things age and you see time.
You can
see
that.
See time physically.
Yeah, like because like for me currently, I want to say no. I don't believe time exists, right? But then when I think about like the Egyptians, for instance, like the Sphinx, I always have a hard time pronouncing it.
The Sphinx.
The Sphinx. And the
Sphinx.
pyramids, like when they line up on certain times of the year, like the sun, it'll rise at certain times where it looks beautiful and it's like aesthetically pleasing, right?
Yeah.
And they track that. So in my mind, I'm like, was that not time? Was that time they do that, or was that just a soul like spirit? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to explain. Like, I don't know, man.
So that is a deep question, bro. But we'll be talking about that question all day. Unfortunately, we have to move on, bro.
Right.
Look, but I want to say this though.
That's deep though.
Man, y'all think about that question, and then when you think about that question and you examine your own personal life and the growth that you have as a person. Age only exists if you accept that idea. So just, you know what I'm saying? Because it's older people that look young, it's young people that look old. Back then they was living for like hundreds of years. So you know what I'm saying? Time is what you believe it is.
I agree.
But yeah, I think it's my question. All right, have you ever seen a UFO?
Have I? No. I have. Okay. I seen it on YouTube. I ain't seen it.
Do you want to?
I would like to.
Yeah.
Not necessarily see UFOs, but I would like to see what's the beings that's behind the UFO. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't care about searching a UFO, but I would like to see other life forms, whether they be in other dimensions in my head or something like that.
Okay.
But not like, hey man, I go search for some UFO. Like,
I kind of want to see. I kind of want to see it all. Like,
you
know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, I think it's your question.
Yeah. All right. So, do you believe that you are your wildest dreams in another dimension? Like, I guess what I'm saying is, like, your dreams, I feel like, are very specific to you.
Yeah.
Do you feel that you're already living those dreams, like, somewhere else?
My understanding now, I think everything you can think of is happening in some other realm, some other dimension. Yeah. Like, we talking about time, like, I think, like, the future is actually happening right now, so. If my wildest dreams are in my future, that means, of course. You know what I'm saying? Even the dreams that I might not reach in this lifetime, I think it's going. I think it is happening. I think it will happen. Because the possibilities are endless as far as because we can't see what God sees, or the universe. However you want.
No, you're right. You're right. Totally.
Damn, I was going to say something else behind that. What was the question you just asked me?
I said, do you believe that you are living your wildest dreams?
Oh yeah. I was gonna say I don't really remember my dreams, and I want to though. That's unfortunate. But
it's kind of been like that for me a little bit.
I every now and remember, but I know why though. I ain't gonna say why right here though, but I know why. And when sometimes I do have, and then I know the reason why I do remember, and there's a reason why, but I'm not gonna say it. But I think it's your question.
No, that was mine.
Oh, that was yours. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we finna go here. All right. So, do you believe in Jesus Christ?
So no, I don't believe in Jesus Christ. I believe in the Spirit. So what I mean by that is like this, right? I don't believe Jesus. I don't believe he lived. Like, I don't believe there was a man, a white man, black man, whatever. I don't believe there was a spirit, like a man that actually walked the earth. I believe in the actual spirit of Jesus Christ. What I mean by that is, like, there's always been something in human nature to do good. You know what I'm trying to say? And that's what we call the Christ spirit. Is what I believe. That's what they call the Christ spirit. So, like, if you think about Jesus' like biography, it's very similar to Buddha. It's very similar to Horus. All these other people. I feel like Jesus just represents like your inner goodness awakening and you being able to like see everything. That's what I believe it is. I don't believe in a Christian form of Jesus Christ. No.
Right. That's a great answer, bro. That's great. Why is it so hard for people to understand that though?
Because like, I mean,
indoctrination, slavery, and like cognitive dissonance.
Yeah, that's really all that is, man.
It's so crazy though. Life could be so simple, man. But we want to make it complicated because we don't want to do knowledge or do the research, or just simply listen. You know what I'm saying? That's all it takes.
Yeah, that's what that is.
I like that answer. I think it's your turn.
Yeah. Let's see. What's the difference between Mississippi and Louisiana? Like, now we talking about like, you can just tell me your difference, like whether it be nature, people, roads, like
okay. Since Mississippi and Louisiana like right next to each other, and we like cousin cities, we kind of the same in a way, but the culture is like totally different.
Yeah.
Like the culture in New Orleans is more of a like they have like a French like mixed culture mixed with like Caribbean mixed with like all that extra. So it's a real culturally heavy, you know what I'm saying, state. And Mississippi is just straight southern state. Like,
Gotcha.
our culture is country. It's southern, like it's southern fabulous, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say one is better than the other because both of us love each other. Because but it's different. Like the culture in New Orleans is way more seasoned than Mississippi. If you want to.
So what is like Mississippi like what, Southern playalistic?
Yes, yes, you can say that.
Yeah.
And New Orleans is like it's like the seasoning of the South. Like, it's like they add that. I don't know how to explain it, but y'all know what I'm saying though. When you go to Bourbon Street, you see all the culture out there. You see all this stuff. You see the food there. They embrace the seafood and Cajun stuff like heavy. But this city is like super, like just what I'm saying. Just historical like. Mississippi was one of the richest one of the richest states. You know what I'm saying, back in the day due to free labor and stuff. But we ain't got to go that deep. But
actually I learned something about that other week. I'll tell you.
Yeah. Mississippi, the birthplace of American music, and Mississippi is has the most awarded and accoladed and decorated performers and actors per capita. You know what I'm saying? It's like Mississippi, but people don't know that.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that's some deep history. But it's my question. Alright, if you were a photographer in any era, like in what time period, which one would you choose? Would it be like 70s, 80s, 90s? Or do you like this era better? Like which one would you pick?
I'll probably say the 20s.
The 20s?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
The 20s because of like James Vanderzee. Like that was during the Harlem Renaissance, so like black people was dressing like real fresh. Real fresh, like wearing suits, buying nice cars, like buying meats, like we was at that time 60 years out of slavery, so we had like really made a way in a lot of ways. So
we was at like the peak of
because at that time we were still only relying on ourselves.
Interesting.
But like it's just the time it was like real fresh. I liked it.
That's a good answer.
So I would say the 20s, and I honestly ain't never thought about that.
That's the thing. So I opened your mind.
The 20s.
That's dope. Yeah. I like the Harlem Renaissance era. Like when I see that, I see like black men with the S curls and you know what I'm saying, with the long suits and.
No, man. We was just everything, bro. And the thing is, that wasn't even just in Harlem though.
It was stretched.
It was everywhere.
Yeah, the 20s was that's like. Damn, I can't. That's a good ass answer. Okay, all right, your turn.
Oh yeah, it's my turn.
Yeah.
So like when you ever had two mirrors side by side?
I think the three mirror.
No, just imagine like all right. So sometimes you go into a bathroom, right, and you're looking in the mirror. Also, but behind you have a mirror. When you look at that reflection, there's like 30,000 reflections of it.
It is.
Bro, do you believe that those are like dimensions, like different? You know what I'm saying?
It might be, bro.
Like think about that.
Yeah, I have been in it.
It's like you.
Yeah, I've been in the elevator where it had the mirror walls, and I've seen it. I be like, damn, I look down, I do the movements, we all in sync. So I do think them like probably dimension though. That's a crazy ass question.
I don't know. I be thinking about that.
Yeah, them are dimension though. You know what I'm saying? One day I'm gonna see one of them move, not like I move, and I'm gonna be like, then I'm gonna call you and be like, hey, bro, hey. It's weird.
I got an idea. This would explain time too.
Oh yeah. See.
What if we had like a digital watch and it's
Mhm.
pointed up,
Yeah.
and then it say the time. If we
Mm.
look, or like we record it, and then we zoom in on that recording of that watch and the other one, and see if the time changes at the same time.
Damn. You know what? That'd be experiment right there.
Seem like a lot of time, a lot of waste of time.
That's a scene for a movie though.
Yeah.
We're gonna hold it.
Yeah.
So yeah, my go.
Yeah.
Alright, let me see what I got here. Okay. What is your most memorable moment from either high school or college? One moment that stuck out to you, you know what I'm saying? Either positive or negative, however you want to answer.
Well, naturally for me, college, I had my daughter doing college.
Oh yeah, that definitely.
So, that was, let's put it this way, I had to put on my hard hat just to get through college during that time.
How old were you?
I was 22.
Okay, yeah.
22. I got my degree.
Yeah, good.
I finished that, right? But it wasn't in the time that I really wanted it to be, but I finished it.
Right. Take care of responsibility, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Was it a moment where you had to get a job? Were you working in like?
Nah, working wasn't on the problem.
Okay.
More or less, it's just dealing with certain things that was going on.
Yeah.
Just to finish college.
Mm-hmm.
At the time, I gotta watch her here, watch her there, handle this. Go to that, be at that place, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's real.
Like, I don't know if the word is candid, but just to be open, right? At that time, it was just dealing with the fact of like, do I want to go to court? Do I have to go to court at the same time I gotta go to class?
Yeah.
And then stuff like that, like because at the time I was trying to deal with a co-parent, trying to figure out like, okay, I got the baby today. How am I gonna go to school at the same time?
Yeah.
Dealing with issues like that.
Okay.
But that was just normal stuff. But
That's definitely.
it can get hard, especially when it comes to the co-parenting thing.
I can only imagine. Yeah. I can only imagine being in college.
Yeah.
Having a child at the time. Yeah. Okay.
Is that it? I think you guys know.
I think that was mine.
Was it?
Yeah, I asked you that. Yeah.
Okay,
that was my question. Yeah.
Okay. You ever been chased by a dog?
Plenty of times. Yes. Okay, so in my child years, we used to do that as just to have fun. Like we used to mess with dogs and we would run. Nah, but the worst one I remember though, I got chased by a big ass Rottweiler, bro. And then we had to jump on the car. We was up there for like 20 minutes.
Oh, he was just down there.
Yeah, nobody came to get him. But we knew who dog it was, and he used to play a lot. You know what I'm saying? And we was just happened to see the dog, and they saw us.
20 minutes?
They probably wasn't that long. Probably exaggerated.
It probably felt like
30 hours. We was up there tripping like, get this dog, bro. But yeah, it was one of them. But
like he looked like he was gonna bite though.
Yeah, he was real. Yeah, it wasn't no games.
Right.
But another one though, when I was working, I worked for the post office. You know what I'm saying? And I used to have a walking route. I used to walk my route. So I had dogs barking at me all day. But one day it was a dog behind the fence, and it knocked down the fence. It opened the gate up, and it came at me. It was a K9. It was like a police dog. It wasn't nothing I could do. I ain't had nothing to jump on. I had to go in the garage. I was in these people's garage. Just like the dog tried to grab my arm, bro. I moved my arm at the right time, bro. If he would have got my arm, it was over with.
Dang, man.
But I picked up an umbrella and I was just, fighting myself off. And then he ran down the street.
Yo, you might have should have let that dog bite you.
I could, bro. I did. You know what? Not gonna lie though, it was a black man, so I.
Okay, I got you.
I could have, made it worse than what it was.
No, I got you.
But it wasn't like no malicious stuff. He was. Cool.
No, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
It was a black man.